With the land torn apart due to a viral outbreak, humanity as we know it was on a standstill. But there was one man who had what it takes to survive. This is my story of not only living, but thriving. I survived 20 days of the Crafting Dead, one of the hardest Minecraft mod packs out there. Now guys, a couple ground rules. First and foremost, this map was made on creative mode originally. This was so I could spawn in animals because they're originally removed from this mod pack. And because of this, I wasn't able to get a bed, so I also gave myself a bed. Other than this, the rest of the challenge is done completely on survival. And guys, if you're going to enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like down below, and also make sure to hit that subscribe button. I put in countless hours into this project, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Enough talk, enjoy the challenge. It's day 1, and I found myself in a cave. I've been streaming this game lately, and I decided we should go mining. So I was caught off guard by a zombie, so I shot him dead. Here I'm thinking, okay, yeah, this is fine. And then there's like 10 more come at me. With 1 bullet left, I was supposed to use my sword. Hey look, one of them dropped a loot crate. Ooh, bravo. Let's see what we get. We got Juggernaut clothing. That's very good. Zombies have a chance of dropping these type of things, and they give you free stuff, so they're always fun to get. After going back upstairs, I realized, it's nighttime out. I might as well go to sleep because there's no use in me waiting outside. I woke the next morning ready to go hunting for some zombies. I was aiming to get some loot crates out of this because they're one of the best ways to get free stuff. And as I'm mining them, I open up the door and get bit, and I begin to bleed out. But luckily, I had some rags nearby and it all ended swell. I spent the next part of the day digging out a tunnel. This would allow me to travel far distances without risking getting bitten by zombies. I thought this was ingenious because zombies, well, they're way more powerful in this mod pack. Mainly because you can bleed out and they can also infect you with a deadly disease that only has one cure. I don't want to die in this challenge due to some dumb disease that could easily be prevented, so that's why I'm digging this tunnel. Yeah guys, this kinda took all day. Next day rolls around and I'm excited to put this tunnel to use. It leads to a section about a couple miles away from my base and should have some pretty good scavenging spots. I'll go out armed with a light machine gun, a sword, 11 pieces of bread, a canteen of water, a bucket of water, and 1 rag. This should be enough to let me survive for a couple hours out there as I find some good loot. I see a nearby base and I'm excited to go and scavenge. But the sounds of zombies frighten me and I need to think fast. I hop straight to it and I mine pieces of dirt to block off the entrance. This way, zombies won't be able to get in, and leaves me to some peaceful scavenging. I find an MRE. This is perfect food in emergencies, because it's very filling. I also find some bandages. This can also save my life, though the rags can be washed and reused while bandages cannot, but still, it's great to have. The sound of zombies still do make me nervous, because sometimes they do respawn in this base, so I'm always constantly staying on my toes. And I found a frag grenade. Oh, and run. Guys, I am so thankful to be alive. It's only day 2 and I almost explode myself. The sound of zombies grows and I head upstairs, ready to fight with my gun drawn. But luckily there's nothing up here and I find some antibiotics. With it getting dark, I begin to head back home. I do not want to get caught out here in the dead of night. That is one of the worst things you can do. While spawns may not pick up at nighttime, it's definitely harder to see, and those sprinters, they can get you at any moment if you're not careful, so I decide I ain't gonna risk it, and I decide to head home. Day 3 consists of me harvesting wheat for bread, and also mining sand. I'm mining so much sand to make glass, mainly because this mod pack actually removes fences from the game. Yeah, hard to believe. So I resort to using glass, because it's see-through and I can easily see what's going on. With the glass cooking through the night, I decide to fence around my garden. I'm mainly doing this because the zombies keep on ripping up my crops, and also, so I don't get flanked as I'm trying to just get some food. Of course, I bumped into a couple problems as I was making the fence, and I wound up getting a loot crate with an AK-47 inside. This will make a perfect addition to my armory, which is well stocked with some guns if I do say so. With the fence complete, I decided to go out to my balcony and just watch the seasons change in front of me, as the sun goes down and the world around me darkens. I woke up on day 4 and proceeded to add fences around my base. This was both for organization purposes and also to make it feel more like a home, because to me it's just been kind of like a base, but now with all these fences, it's a way for me to add my own touch to it and make it feel more like a home. And because my room isn't kind of really like a room, I decided to call it my dwelling. Ha 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 ha. Ha. I'm funny. I also wanted to make a fence on the outside to welcome me when I'm coming home, or to keep them people away. So I decided to do one of my favorite signs out there. If you guys have seen it, comment down below. It says, "Trespassers will be shot, survivors will be shot again." I personally love this sign because I think it's really funny. And yeah, hopefully the zombies understand they aren't welcomed here. Aside from being able to make it so far, I wanted to do something special tonight. I mean, after all, we have gotten a lot done. We have a fence done, our base is secure, and we've been doing a lot of scavenging. So I wanted to have a candlelit dinner tonight. Just me and my view. Of course, got that soda. And some canned corn. You know, that's the good. No bread for me tonight, boys. That's all I eat. Day 5 was another scavenging run. These things were very useful because they always bring back good stuff and they never disappoint. And oh wow, almost broke my leg there. Yeah, that would have been good. I would have been stranded, and yeah, probably would have died. So thank God I avoided that. This zombie for some reason wouldn't die. I mean, this katana does like 18 damage, and yeah, I just ran away from him. It wasn't worth fighting him. I saw those horde of zombies coming towards me, so I decided to also kill them. One of them dropped the loot crates. That was awesome for me. And look, Mr. Bossman died in 2 hits. And oh wow, another loot crate. Let's get it. I'm gonna open these back up when I get to base. I also wound up finding a gas mask, which made my character look super cool. With it getting dark, I wanted to hurry up and scavenging. I wound up finding a fireman's axe. And another frag grenade. I would definitely learn my lesson from last time. I also found 30 rounds of ammunition to my M4A1, which will be very, very useful back at home base. After finding all this loot, I ran back to my place, and I had a trapdoor to prevent them zombies from getting in. Morning of day 6, I decided to open up some loot crates. I wound up getting an M9 and also some SWAT clothing. This armor would be perfect. As I was heading upstairs, I was caught off guard by a zombie that spawned in my base. I was debating shooting him, but decided not to waste the bullets and came at him with my katana instead. He wound up giving me a loot crate, which was pretty awesome, but nothing really good came out of that. I also added more storage to my medical supplies because I was getting a lot of these now, and this was great. I also decided it would be a good idea to color my gun purple, which didn't wind up being a good idea because I immediately regretted it. I spent the next part of the day just modifying my weapons and seeing what worked with what, because I need a good gun to survive. This is really all I did, and I head downstairs to go to bed. Next day was another scavenging run. I see a nearby tower, and I'm excited to loot it. But then I realize there's a swarm of zombies around me, so I really quickly climbed the tower, hoping to take a stand at the top. I kill zombie at the front door as all the others rush in. I retreat upwards as to not get overswarmed by the zombies. I began hacking away at them. But they don't stop coming, and my sword breaks, so I have to resort to my axe. With me being overboarded, I slowly back up, and I fire the first shots in the challenge. This is my first time ever shooting a gun in this entire challenge. They keep on coming, and I'm starting to get nervous. My aiming is not precise, and I keep on missing. But just as fast as it started, it was over. I pick off the last couple stragglers and claim my loot crates. After this, it got dark, and I went home. Thankful to see another day. The next couple days were just some household work. This needed to be done, but was very, very boring. It was just organization and checking of supplies. Not much to see here. Day 8 was very different though. Another scavenging run. I wound up finding another assault rifle, which was amazing. Just in case I ran out of ammo with my light machine gun, it was good to know I had a backup. Also, in a nearby tower, I found a bag of coffee. This would be awesome, and I would definitely make that later. After this, it got dark and I went home. A very small but well-deserved scavenging run. Next day, I noticed my army was running out of room, so I decided to add on to it. I wound up continuing to the next day, and I'm gonna keep guns in that main chest, attachments in this one, and spare ammunition in the other. This was a 2-day project, and I went to bed. Day 10 was another scavenging run. I wanted to make a sign near the entrance so I wouldn't get lost, but the zombies kept on interrupting it. One of them dropped a loot crate, and I wound up getting C4. This would be perfect. I think I had a detonator back at base. I then added signs. That one says, "Here, idiot," just in case I get lost, and hopefully I see it. This one also, a friendly reminder to keep going. With me already scavenging some nearby places, I had to venture further and further out just to find supplies, but boy was I happy. I found an empty syringe that could be used to make cures just in case I got infected. I also found an explosive arrow. I was excited to use that later. I then put some things into my book bag because my inventory was getting pretty cluttered. I found another empty syringe. The more the merrier. On a nearby rooftop, I found some raw explosive. These could be combined with arrows to make explosive arrows. I decided to scavenge some more at nighttime. I was hoping this would have a big payoff for such a big risk. I mean, heck look, I found a Capri Sun. But the sound of zombies grows and I run off. I almost got lost, but the light from my tunnel guided the way, and I was thankful to be back. I then proceeded to go home, and take a well-deserved rest. The next day was just, again, another day of organizing. These days were very, very boring, but they need to be done because organization is key to survival. So that's exactly what I did. I became very organized. The morning of day 12, I set out to find some animals that had been roaming near my base. Along the way, I did bump into a couple problems, but nothing my axe couldn't fix. Finally, I found what I was looking for, some cows. But this is annoying because I kept on getting interrupted by zombies. That and also they weren't really interested in the wheat, so it kind of took them a minute. I finally got back to my base and decided I'm gonna keep them inside for now, because I didn't have an enclosure pre-built for them. And while we're here, we should just breed them instantly, because honestly, that's just a smart move to do. You already know it, I set out to get more sand to build my enclosures. And I went home and immediately began to smelt the sand into glass. And somehow one of my cows somehow got out, I have no clue, it looked like he just scaled that wall. And I decided, you know what, I'm gonna keep him outside, because honestly, it's not worth the work of getting him back in. And then I went to sleep. I finished the enclosure pretty quickly, and it was ready by the morning of day 13. The zombies almost got in, but I was quick to shut the gate. Thank goodness. And I proceeded to harvest some crops because, hey, I need my bread though. This is all I did, and then I went to my room to go to sleep. I was tired of all the boringness, so I decided, why not have some fun? It was my lucky number after all, 13, so I decided to hunt some nearby zombies around my base. This one already dropped a loot crate, and that was just my second kill of the day. I also went to set some flashbangs, and yeah, they almost blinded me, but they don't really affect zombies, so they're kind of useless. Only a horde found its way towards me, and I just began slashing. I decided it was time to retreat. As I was doing so, I fell right into another horde, and was forced to shoot. This is my second time shooting this gun. And boy, was this fun. I was infected with the disease, and I had to keep my cool. So I open fired, killed some of the followers, and collected my loot crates. These were dropping like crazy. I wish I had more time to grab them, but I was only able to grab 2. And then I had to dip. I threw myself into my medicine cabinet and created a cure. I made it just in time. I thought it was also time to eat too, because I was going back to reclaim my loot crates. But before all that, I had to see what I got. I got bandages, C4, a fire axe, and some army clothing. I went back out to reclaim my loot crates. It was one of them. This one didn't have anything too good in it though, it just wound up giving me a nightstick. I ran back in to get some C4 and grabbed my detonator. I've been dying to test this out, and I wanted to see what it was all about. It was awesome. That is very useful. Today had to have been one of the most risky days yet, but it was so much fun. Thinking to myself that's enough danger for today, I went to bed. I almost died, but it was definitely worth it. The next day I was doing normal housework like usual, and noticed that milk can actually cure the deadly disease that zombies give off. I have no clue if you guys want to classify this as cheating. I'm going to use it for the rest of these 20 days, but if you guys do think it's cheating, comment down below. That's all I really did this day, just with some housework, and found out something very useful. I wind up streaming the next 3 days. I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of what happened. I wind up finding diamonds and mining obsidian. This would allow me to get to the nether. Now a lot of you may be asking me, Winky the Wolf, why would you want to go to the nether? It's already dangerous as is, why would you want to add more danger on top of this? Well, remember how this mod pack removes a lot of mobs? This would allow me to get items I can't normally get, sudden drops, because this mod pack does not affect nether spawns. This would definitely shape the way this game is played for the rest of these days. Day 16, and I'm doing some mining. When something catches my ear. Spiders? These weren't supposed to be in the game. But suddenly I see where they're coming from. A dungeon with a spawner. This could be huge. String was impossible to get because of this mod pack, because there's no natural ways to get it. But this may be our only chance to get some. I surf the exit and make a mental note of where it is. I continue my journey until I get hit with an arrow. I'm so excited but yet so terrified at the same time. I decide there's no use in coming out with a sword, so I begin shooting him. He drops dead, and I knew there has to be a spawner somewhere, and I need to find it. I make a bridge to the top part of the mine, and the sound of skeletons gets louder. They're near. I wind up finding another dungeon. This is such a lucky find to have these 2 dungeons so close to each other. I search the chest and grab what's important to me, and make a mental note of where it is so I can come back to get the rest of it. I block off the entrance and bid farewell. Mad confident of my new discoveries, I decide to do another nightly hunt. A horde begins to make its way towards me, and I have limited ammunition. I need something a bit more heavier. This melee weapons won't work. I run back into my base and grab a frag grenade, killing the horde. To celebrate our survival for this long, I decided to have a little fireworks show using flash grenades. After all this hunting, I was left with a lot of loot crates, so I decided to open them. I got some doctor clothing and some handcuffs. A new gun, a a sword, and a medkit. I got another new gun and some bandages. Very useful tools. I decided to have a good breakfast this morning. So I have a bottle of water and some mushroom stew, with mushrooms picked fresh from the nether. I also had more building space to my building supplies area. Next, I stopped by the nether to get some nether quartz to line my nether portal with. This is gonna look dope. I hear a ghast somewhere, but can't quite pinpoint his location, so this makes me stay on my toes. As I'm getting out of there, I break my leg. And I'm forced to make the painstaking crawl back to my portal. I return to the overworld to put on the splint. And then I head off to bed. I wake up next morning and add the nether quartz to my portal. This looks really good, and I'm really proud of it. I then go out to scavenge. I am super confident in my abilities. I mean, after all, I have survived effortlessly for almost 20 days now. And this is what almost kills me. I am so grateful and thankful to not have fallen into that cave. As I'm running back to go get a splint, hordes and hordes of zombies just begin to chase me. I need to stick a stand, so I kill off this horde. I decided to keep on going because I have no sprinters after me yet. But as I do, more and more hordes just spawn in front of me, and I'm starting to get nervous. Let it go, I'm forced to fight. But suddenly my mouse, it's broken or something. It only makes me block, and I can't hit. I pause again to get my bearings, and I continue fighting. I'm swarmed, and I open fire. I don't stop clicking until I know I'm safe. In total, I shot around 48 shots, in a span of a couple seconds. I used a medkit and realized, they fixed broken legs. I could have done that from the get-go and be out of this entire predicament. But I don't really care. I run all the way back home because I'm nervous, and also I'm infected with a deadly disease. I then drink some milk to cure me of this disease. I have no clue if this is cheating or not, so you guys don't need to tell me that. With more a day left to go, I decide I'm going to record this tomorrow so I can calm my nerves and not make any mistakes. It's the final day of my survival, and I decide we should explore the nether. I kill some wither skeletons, hoping to get some wither skulls, so I can fight the wither. Comment down below if you guys want me to do that. But they don't drop any. I hunt a couple more, and they still don't drop anything. I'm starting to get a bit impatient, and this is what led to my demise. I get too greedy and I get over-embodied, and suddenly, just like that, I die. I faced my last moments in the nether. Now guys, I'm not playing on hardcore mode, so I can respawn. If you guys want me to try another 20 days, I would be more than happy to. And who knows, leave a comment down below for some challenges you guys would like me to do. I had so much fun making this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.